Hey guys, God bless. Welcome back to my channel. I am Char, and I have a review for you, one that I have been waiting to do for such a long time. And honestly, my waiting, I think, caused me to pay a little bit more before the whole SHEIN and Temu versus America type thing, like with the shipping and stuff. So even though it's not still all that expensive, I think it's like $5 and some change. Obviously, if I could have got it cheaper, I definitely should have, right? So this particular one came from SHEIN, and like I said, I had my eye on it for a long time. If y'all been following me, you know that I did the ADHD in the Bible segment where I came to the conclusion that journals with prompts help me to get my Bible study done more often and more effectively. Even if you're not diagnosed with ADHD or anything like that, please consider the fact that if you find yourself saying, what am I supposed to do? You get stuck because you don't have any clear direction, or if the blank page intimidates you, because that was my thing too. The same thing with Bible journals, like the ones with the lines and no pictures can be a little intimidating a little bit. So that's why I said my happy medium is the Inspired Bibles, because not all of the pages are blank. Same thing with a notebook. So this one is under Bible Study Notebook, so it's pretty easy to find. They didn't mess up on the order. I got my daughter to order it for me, and it was supposed to be two different colors, and I'm gonna link it down below. But there's about 6 options, I think. You can get this pretty pink one and this cream or tan looking one, which is the one I wanted to order, but they end up sending me 2 pinks. And then there's a black one. And then I think there's one that's, I think it has some type of visual on it, I think. But I will link it so you guys can see exactly. But this is what it looks like. And my main thing was figuring out, like, was this the flimsy one or the hard one? Y'all, I just come to the conclusion that I must have a sensory issue. I can't shake it. I do not like hardcover anything. Hardcover book, hardcover Bible. I just don't like it. I like flimsy. I like the movement and flexibility of this. So thank God this is what it is. Because I was looking, I didn't see no details that gave me any indication of whether it was hardcover or softcover. So now that I know it's softcover, I know that I will be ordering more when I need them. So it comes with a matted covering, which is pretty cool, to cover up whatever color you have, and in my case, pink. It does say planner, which in a sense, it could be considered a faith planner because it does have different options and sections on the inside, which you'll see in a second. So you have here a start and end date, which I think is pretty cool, because don't we go through a bunch of journals? And I was just thinking about, how would I organize my journals? Like once they get filled, do people just throw them away? I don't know. You don't really get that conversation. There's journaling content for just journaling, and people kind of talk about that, and they tend to keep their journals. But in the case of faith-based, you don't really hear that. So I would love to hear from you all. How do you keep your finished, completed journals? As you can see, which is really cool, you have here, let me see if I can come in just a little bit. You have here a tracker. So when you have read any book, any chapter of the Bible, you can just mark it off. How cool is that? And of course, they have the Old Testament. You can see here. And then the New Testament. You have a prayer list tracker. Bible verses for different aspects or emotions that you have going on when you're feeling anxious, lonely, angry, disappointed, scared, when you're seeking help. And of course, you have additional space for additional ones. Isn't that pretty? And you have additional space here for more encouraging or favorite verses. You have a section for sermon notes, which is pretty cool. And I also like the fact that it's all in one, which is something that I did not have at first, because I was putting together my own notebooks. I'll just show y'all. which I still recommend. This is a good idea to DIY and have an excuse to do so. But I'll make a video all about this. But this one has dividers. It comes from Walmart, and I just put the stickers on myself and made my own sections. So that's always an option. And again, I paid $5, and the stickers and stuff, of course, you know, would be additional, but it's still worth it. And it has way more pages than this. But if you're not into DIY, you're not creative, I got this, because I know me, I get bored quickly. So I said, let me get this. And I like this size. So sermon notes, theme, location, speaker, key scripture, main thoughts, application. I love this because it's not too much. I do have sermon notebooks where there's a long blank page and it's like, I don't know what to write. Do I have to write that much? It can get intimidating. And y'all, it could be just my ADHD, so please forgive me. I don't mean to cast my anxieties on y'all, but I just want to be real too. So as you can see, you have pretty hardy section here. So that's section 1. Then you have soap, which everybody knows what soap is, Bible soap study, scripture, observation, application, prayer. And then of course, if you need any space for any additional notes, here you are right here. And I love this color scheme too. It's very soft. It's very fitting. Be careful. Looks like they were stuck together. That's the thing with mass production of notebooks. Got to be really, really careful. It's like they get stuck. So don't pull it too hard. All right, so that's the second section. And I believe there is a third. Yeah. So got quite a few pages here. Then you have character study, which is going to be, this really got me like, oh, I can't wait, because this is actually what I'm doing with my women's Bible study, or a women's meet at my church. We are navigating through different women of the Bible and what are their pros and cons as far as their character and how we can apply it to life. So it's been really cool. Like this last Saturday, we discussed Job's wife. Bet you haven't had a discussion about her. Like, she just got the one line, right? But I used that one line in reference and theme to taming the tongue. That was the theme for the month of July. Like, just controlling what you say, think about what you say, and be considerate, have compassion, and let that be displayed through your words. So, yeah, that was that. But, ooh, strength, weaknesses, same thing as the printable like I got, except for it's in a smaller form, which I actually like. And like I said, what I really like about this notebook is the size. Would I be mad if it's a bigger size? Absolutely not. But I do enjoy this size. So it looks like, excuse me, the character section is not that big, which is okay, because I only do them once a month. So that's that. And I'll probably come back in here and do the ones I already done over, just so I can have a record of it and do future videos on it. So yeah, there you have it. This is the notebook. I love it, and I love the size. And like I said, if there is an option to get bigger, I wouldn't mind that either. So I'm going to look into this. But this is going to be the beginning of somewhat of a series where I'm going to just navigate through different scripture journals like this and give y'all my thoughts on it. But this one gets a complete thumbs up for me, and is the perfect size to go into my mini bag here, because I got my mini let me grab it, my mini Bible bag here, on the go bag. Can't really see it from this angle, but it will fit perfectly in here. And I was just thinking like, hey, I need a notebook in here. I got my Bible and everything, but need a notebook. And this notebook is perfect. And it might not even be a bad thing that I got two, because of course I can keep one here and then one in my bag on the go. So I'm gonna leave the link down below for this particular notebook. And again, this one came on SHEIN, but I believe you can find it in other locations as well. I've seen pretty ones on Etsy, Amazon. I'm sure Temu has the same one, if not more. So, but I'm gonna leave the link for SHEIN, because this is the one I actually physically seen in person, and I'm showing you now. So that's it, y'all. Tell me what you think about this one. I love you all. God bless. Take care. Bye.